Beats Planet.
Yo. It's Vach Lombardi, a.k.a. Lombardicus Prime, a.k.a. John Wick, a.k.a. Jaren the Grey, Maximus Decimus Meridius, Gaston Glock, all that. What's happening, man? Whew. Hey, man. The day job be draining me. Taking all my poor little energy. Working all this overtime. Getting this paper. But there are still some topics in which I got to come home to address the crowd with. Y'all just happen to be the crowd tonight. Thank you for being the crowd tonight. First name, last name. I don't know if you really care about being first, but on account that you were first and you even took time out of your day to put the comment first. First name, last name, you are first. Sarchesto, what's happening? Dwayne Brown, Ethan Ellington, Michael Farrow, Cullen Klein, who is no longer blocked on the Snapchat. Lucas Anderson, what's happening, Luke? FTB90, what's good? Tony G, he say he's 100th. It's more like you're like 12th or something. What up, bro? Garrett, Keontae, Matt S, what's happening, brother? Ronald Hyatt. Nick Johnson said some wild stuff, so we just blocked him. We just blocked that message. TNU. I don't know what that means. Mr. 28-3. Y'all thought y'all had it. Hilarious. Steven Benzick. What's up? Tay Sports Talk. Are you a YouTube channel? Tay Sports Talk. Plug your stuff. Tay Sports Talk. Y'all go check him out. Young Phenom Nick Gashler. What's happening? Jubier. Ephraim Petrus. What up, Unc? That's my uncle, man. My uncle Ephraim up in here trying to hit me talk my talk. What's good, y'all? Listen. So what we have on the agenda tonight, as I rub my hands together like Birdman by the microphone so you can hear it, we got some film tonight, so y'all hang around after the show so we can touch on the film. But the reason I brought the show together, now y'all know Vach Lombardi like to be real honest with you. We like to trust our eyes around here. We don't just follow the peanut gallery and what they say. If you've been keeping up with the Senior Bowl and the Senior Bowl commentary and and I put air quotes since my Uncle Ephraim listening, the pundits say, they sure are hyping up Marcus Davenport and Josh Allen a tad bit too much, huh? They hyping them up. And it's not like they're hyping them up as if they're the star of the draft, right? Remember last year, Deshaun Watson was the star of the draft because he just won the national championship and he was a star. Ezekiel Elliott was a star. Joey Bosa, Jalen Ramsey were stars. This is what tripped me out with Josh Allen. They'll be having like some kind of throwing drill with Josh Allen throwing the ball, okay? And then they'll say, oh, Josh Allen, da-da-da, boom, boom, boom. Somebody's going to fall in love with this kid. He's got arm talent. Then Josh Allen on screen throws the ball 15 yards past some dude. Then they got to think of a lie to still make Josh Allen look good. Hey, man, he missed that throw, but you see the arm talent on it. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what are they trying to push. Why are they trying to get us to like Josh Allen when there are people that we can like a little bit more? I feel like we can like Baker Mayfield a little more than Josh Allen. But what do they know that we don't know? I mean, yeah, Josh got the size, a big 6'5" player, big arm talent, overthrows everybody. How many balls ended up in the stands the other day? But on TV with a straight face, oh, Josh Allen, he's going to be top 2. He's going to be number 1. Da-da-da, boom, boom, boom. And I'm sitting up here looking like we cannot be watching the same person. We can't be looking at the same player here. When I watch film on Josh Allen, he's a very somewhat inconsistent guy. I was listening to Dallas Cowboys radio, and they said something that was just so hilarious. They just made me laugh. They was like, what if in the NBA draft, somebody got drafted top 5 because of how hard they could throw the ball at the rim? Ain't got to make no shots. They just throwing the ball hard at the rim just to do it. That's what you get with Josh Allen. Josh ain't got a lot of touch, but Josh's potential is what makes him so interesting. The same with Marcus Davenport, right? Marcus Davenport, they'll say, oh, Marcus Davenport's the best player in this draft. Bird, the DJ cut the music off. He's the what? They say Marcus Davenport is the best player in this draft. Every one-on-one rush I've seen with Marcus Davenport, he's getting whooped. Meanwhile, they got these gangsters with these red helmets on in North Carolina State taking everybody lunch money, terrorizing people. So what's good with the narrative here? I don't understand what we're trying to build. If it was up to me, why don't you hype up the best players? When you highlight Will Hernandez, then they show Will Hernandez and he puts his hands on somebody and that person doesn't move, you say, hey, Will Hernandez at left guard, that dude's a star. Let's highlight him. Baker Mayfield, 6 foot even, pocket presence, quick wind up, great throwing motion, throwing dimes out there. Let's highlight Baker Mayfield. Wayne Gallup, Isaiah Wynn, the 2 gangsters from North Carolina State with the red helmet. Why don't we hype up those guys? What the hell are we doing? What are we doing with Josh Allen and Marcus Davenport? I haven't seen a good Marcus Davenport rush yet. And if you haven't seen the film of me breaking down the day 2 O-line versus D-line prospects, hey, man, Marcus Davenport like to give his chest up. And he's getting whooped. Now, am I saying this is a Tona Passing-Yon type of guy? Am I saying this is a Sean Oakman type of deal? No, I'm not saying that, because those guys were full-on prospects, okay? We know Marcus Davenport is strong. We know Marcus Davenport is explosive. He just got to learn when to use those tools. But you can't look me in the eye, draft Illuminati. And I said I singular because Illuminati. You see what I did there, wordplay? You can't look me in the eye and say Marcus Davenport is the best player at this Senior Bowl. Meanwhile, the kid at TCU is undefeated, beating Marcus Davenport. Okay? You can't hype up Josh Allen as the best quarterback in the Senior Bowl when Luke Falk and Baker Mayfield are throwing more accurately than him. Yes, Josh Allen can throw this thing from here to the 7-Eleven, but he ain't even going to hit the stove. He going to throw it over the 7-Eleven in the traffic, causing an accident. 3 people died in a car crash because you want to be out of control. Draft Illuminati. Hey, man, I try to let y'all know, man, trust your own eyes. I cut the mute button on. I watch the Senior Bowl practices on mute because I don't want to hear what they got to say. I just want to see what's going on. And what I saw was those 2 gangsters in the red helmet. So, look, that's my opening monologue. We got the phone lines open, 515-739-1285, access code 309-104. The Snapchat is open. That's Snapchat. Go search Vash Lombardi. Send an audio log to the Snapchat. The topics that we're touching on tonight, draft Illuminati. How you feel about Marcus Davenport and Josh Allen at the Senior Bowl so far? Those gangsters in the red helmets, BJ Hill and Justin something, I don't know, the North Carolina State guys. If you got something you want to say about that, Michael Farrell say Josh Allen threw the ball over the 7-Eleven and broke his windshield. Hilarious. If you want to talk about the gangsters in the red helmets from North Carolina State, let's call in and talk about them. Also, as I rub my hands together like Birdman, because I'm here to start a little trouble with this here draft narrative here. I dropped my film on Tremaine Edmunds. Okay? That means I got to watch him a little closely. We got a lot of research to do, but tell me what y'all think about Tremaine Edmunds in contrast to Roquan Smith. All right? Because that could be another draft Illuminati thing trying to lead us astray because he was in a championship. Tell me what y'all think about Tremaine Edmunds in conjunction to Roquan Smith, and we'll have this conversation in a minute. I'm taking your calls, man. This is Vice Lombardi Radio. I know Adam going to hit us with one. So let me go to Nick Gashler first because I know Adam going to get us. Yo, Nick, what up, man?
Mm-hmm. Not much. I haven't watched the Senior Bowl practices because I've been at stupid school.
Mm-hmm.
But
stay in school, don't do drugs, eat your vegetables, man. Keep going.
Yeah, but I've been hearing all this talk about how Josh Allen is the next great NFL quarterback and how Josh Allen's going to win the Super Bowl for the goddamn Cleveland Browns or the New York Giants. And I think it is all bullshit because whenever I start to buy into that, I just turn on some Josh Allen tape and it all goes away, man. He's so bad.
Nick, they had this drill where like it was this big box and it was 3 holes for you to throw the football in. It was like 1, 2, and 3. Baker Mayfield got up and said, "Throw it in 1," and he threw it in 1. "Throw it in 3," and he threw it in 3. Josh Allen went up. They say, "Throw it in 2." He threw it over the damn box. It was hilarious, Nick Gashler. What else you got for the show, man?
And this is one thing I think about Josh Allen. Remember last year when so many people hyped up Deshaun Kaiser because of one word, potential?
Potential, yeah.
This is the exact same thing that we were seeing in Josh Allen this year. You see all over the internet, arm strength. He's got size. He's got arm strength. He's got potential.
Mm-hmm.
But when you are projected to go to the Cleveland Browns, you know where that all that potential goes?
You don't need potential with the Browns. You need to be able to play today. I feel you, Nick Gash.
Mm-hmm. And that's what young Baker Mayfield can do.
True. Shoot your shot. Go ahead. But don't be long-winded because we got a bunch of people on the phone. But go ahead. I'm going to leave you on, sir. But go ahead and make your point.
Baker Mayfield, man, every time I watch this kid, I'm amazed by him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got great anticipation. Or he doesn't have great anticipation. Excuse me. That's my only weakness on him.
I was just about to cuss at you, but go ahead.
The size is a little bit of a problem, but he came in at 6 feet. A lot of teams are coming out and saying that's okay. The Dolphins said it. The Broncos said it. I'm sure there'll be other teams that are even thinking it right now in their war rooms or whatever they have set up right now.
Mm-hmm.
The off-the-field issues I see as a low probability that would keep him out of the NFL and make him a bust. Overall, he's athletic. Mm-hmm. He can throw the football. He's accurate with it. He keeps the ball safe when he's running, and he's not like Sam Darnold or Josh Rosen who lets the ball get away from him when he gets sacked. When he's getting pressured, he stays calm and he makes a good throw. I don't see that with Josh Rosen. I don't see that with Sam Darnold. I mean, Lamar might be the closest guy that comes to it in this draft, but Baker Mayfield is head and shoulders above, and I've said this so many times to other people, Baker Mayfield is head and shoulders above every other quarterback in this draft.
Nick Gashler, that is a very, very bold proclamation. You a platinum level caller. You really a diamond level caller. So I'm gonna let you hang around, and I'm about to take somebody. Hey, Miss Jackie Smith. That's crazy, man, because there's 87 people watching right now. But when Miss Jackie Smith come on, you know, so I always get excited, wave at Miss Jackie Smith. I need more lady viewers. But hey, you know, whatever. That's just me. Let's bring in Adam Hall. Don't go nowhere. I'm saving you for last because I don't want to cut you off. I know Adam got some heat, man. Sam Pena, what the hell you want, man? What up? Wait, he's muted. He's muted.
How you doing?
Okay, there you go. What up, Sam? What you got for the show?
Hey, I want to talk about my man Tremaine Edmunds.
Okay, let's do it.
He is my linebacker one.
Talk about
over
it.
Roquan Smith.
Talk about it. Why? Tell me why.
I love Roquan Smith. I think he's got talent. But to me, the one word that comes to mind with Tremaine Edmunds is versatility.
Okay, show
you
your work.
You can put Edmunds at Mike.
Mm-hmm.
You can put him at Will.
Mm-hmm.
He's big enough to bang inside with the big offensive linemen.
Okay.
And he's fast enough to chase down the running backs.
Mm.
And like you said in your own breakdown, he guesses sometimes, but when he guesses right, he is going to make a play.
Mm-hmm.
I love Tremaine Edmunds. I think that his potential is through the roof. And even though I know everybody loves Roquan Smith, and I do think he's a good talent, it does worry me that he can't take on the big blockers.
Everybody watch this. Everybody watch this. Sam Payne, let me ask you a question. How big is Tremaine Edmunds?
Edmunds, I think he's 6'5", 250, right?
Let me ask you another question. Can he cover?
From what I've seen, he can cover.
Oh, I agree. Hey, man, I like Tremaine Edmunds. I like Tremaine Edmunds, but I'm not ready to set draft Twitter and draft Reddit on fire just yet. But I'm just saying, Nick, have you seen film on Tremaine Edmunds and Roquan Smith yet?
I've seen 2016 tape on Edmunds.
Damn it,
and
that's
the
2 years
takeaways
ago.
that I made from the 2016 tape alone from last year when I was looking at him, he's athletic, he's strong, he can play versatile. Like Samuel just said, he can play outside linebacker, he can play middle linebacker. He's a great linebacker. And, you know, when I was looking at him last year, I was like, okay, this kid has some potential. I think I put him as a linebacker 3 behind Jefferson and somebody else. I forgot his name. Or I probably forgot who he was even. But, yeah, I'm a huge fan of Edmunds.
I want you to either watch the new tape or watch my video. Tremaine Edmunds, man. Damn. Sam Payne, you got 30 more seconds to make your statement because we got some callers coming in. I'm about to get to Adam Hall next. Go ahead. You got 30 seconds. Let me find my timer on my phone.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The only other thing I wanted to say is that on Baker Mayfield, I like Mayfield. I wouldn't say he's head and shoulders above Darnold and Rosen. I think that I think Rosen is a better technical thrower than Mayfield, and there are some things that worry about Mayfield, specifically his velocity and his deep ball accuracy. He can underthrow some of his receivers sometimes. But then again, I've only watched 2 games of tape on Baker Mayfield. I'm still doing my research on him. But from what I've seen of Darnold and Rosen, I think I'd put both of them just slightly ahead of him, although I do need to watch more tape.
Let me ask you a question. Did you see those Gangstas in the red helmets at the Senior Bowl? Did you see them? Damn.
I did.
Why are we not talking about them, though? BJ and Justin, why are we not talking about them, though?
Hey, the moment I saw your video, I went and I looked up tape on them.
Man.
I don't know why no one's talking about them. I don't know why. I hadn't heard of them, and then I popped in some tape, and they were whooping everybody.
Don't worry about it, Sam Pena. Vash Lombardi going to talk about them. I'm about to get you off the phone, man. Keep listening. Thanks for calling. Let me get Adam Hall in here. Adam Hall, I wanted to save you for last, but we got a bunch of people on the line, so I'm going to get you on, and I'm going to let you rock. Go ahead, man. What's up? What you got for the show, man?
Right. You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, man. I hear you driving,
Fantastic.
too. Where you going, man? Where you going?
Oh, I'm at work, but I saw that you were live, so I wanted to call in because, oh, man, I've been meaning to speak my piece about Josh Allen for a minute.
Hey, man,
so
talk.
Let's get into it.
Talk. Let's do it. Let's go.
Right on. So, okay, so what my claim to fame in my writing career so far has been my quarterback model. And one of the major powers of this model is that it's been able to predict for every single quarterback over the last 20 years whether or not they will fail. Now, it doesn't hit as hard on whether or not they'll be success. Only about 2/3 there. But failure has not been broken in 20 years of these quarterbacks taking a look at their statistics and then their on-the-field play. And I can say with certainty that Josh Allen is the most likely to fail since Jake Locker in 2011. He is that bad on paper. And so let's get into why he's that bad. Now, everybody, just like you've been saying earlier, is super excited about his tangibles. He's 6'5", 230 pounds, probably has a 59 to 60 mile an hour fastball. He's incredibly good on the deep ball. He's got some great touch on that deep ball. But that's not what quarterbacking is. Quarterbacking is play-by-play consistency. Yes, and what that means is a high completion percentage. That's why Baker Mayfield will be successful, and this is why Josh Allen will not be successful. There is one standard that you need to take a look at when it comes to scouting quarterbacks to see if there's a red flag for them. It is consistent development, but most importantly of all, it is completion percentage above 58.5% in their last year. If you cannot hit 58.5% at any point in your career, you will fail. That's just how it's been. The only person who's bucked this trend since 1998 has been David Gerard, who wasn't even that great for the Jacksonville Jaguars in like the 2000s. I mean, every single person who's been highly touted, they want to say, oh, he can be whatever they want. May it be Sean Kaiser, who identified as a bust last year, or anybody else, has not been able to live up to that. It's because when they try to throw into a net, they hit the pole or they go over it. It's just not a consistent thing, because if you cannot beat a basic zone concept in the Intermountain West, which they play more often than in Power 5 conferences, how are you supposed to be able to beat man coverage or a basic cover 2 in the NFL? You can't. It's because you try to fit it into that window, and then you throw over their head by 10 feet. Oh, and then Malik Hooker is there to be able to pick you off and then bring it back 50 yards. That's what will happen with Josh Allen consistently. And that's why I'm certain that he will fail. If I had the ability to bet on the fact that a quarterback will fail, I'd bet on it. I'd throw some money down. But that's really what we're looking at here. And so furthermore, let's take another jump into Josh Allen. Let's analyze him a little bit further here. We had a really successful year 2 years ago. I remember watching some of your film on Vach, and I was impressed by some of these dazzle moments, just like you were. But if you take a look at what happened when he lost an offensive lineman to the NFL, when he lost a running back, when he lost Tanner Gentry, his completion percentage went down. Sure, he threw fewer interceptions, but it's because he was not throwing that many passes comparatively. So, I think he had 190 completions, but he still managed to throw 7 interceptions. Now, what are successful characteristics? Successful characteristics, the likes of which Baker Mayfield or Josh Rosen have, is a high completion percentage and a 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. That means that you are consistently putting the ball where it needs to be and not making bad decisions. Sure, Josh Allen has a 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio, but he doesn't have the requisite characteristics to be able to raise himself above this putrid completion rate. And people may say Brett Favre didn't do that, Michael Vick didn't do that. Well, they weren't playing in such a pass-happy league to where the corners are playing like Jalen Ramsey. Like if you put primetime on the field today, he still plays, but he's not going to be as dominant as he once was. Versus back then, you had completely different schemes. You had a running game that dominated everything, and that's the NFL that we play in today. Josh Allen does not have the requisite skill set to be able to play successfully at the next level. He knows that. Everyone knows that. They want to try to develop it, but historically speaking, he's not going to break the trends. Because if you take a look at every other quarterback, every other man, every other human person who steps onto the field, they have not been able to change these hardwired characteristics that have been beaten into them since they were 6. That's what we're going against here. We're going against 10-plus years of challenge. And we have to remember that these guys are 20-year-olds. I mean, their brains aren't fully developed, but everything that they know is this way, and that's the reason why Josh Allen will likely and most certainly not be successful on the next level. And I think that everything that we've seen this week may be missing basic passes, maybe throwing too hard without touch on short to intermediate routes, and missing screen passes. The writing is on the wall, and Mel Kiper, God, every time Mel Kiper opens his mouth, I'm just like, dude, just shut the fuck up.
Get him.
Go away. You said 8 years ago you'd leave, and now it's that time. So that's Josh Allen. I have stuff to say about Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield and Josh Rosen, but that may have to hold for another time.
That's
but
another show.
Sorry, I've been pontificating.
Okay, Pete, take a deep breath, and I got one more question. Quick question. Yeah. Tremaine Edmunds, have you watched him and Roquan Smith yet?
I've watched some Roquan Smith. I'm a big fan. I mean, he reminds me of the instinctive, slightly smaller linebackers we've seen in the past, being able to identify where a pass is going and then being able to hit it. I mean, I think he had something like 13 tackles in the national championship game, and that's really, I think, what we are expecting to see on the next level is an overall awareness of what the game is and how the game is flowing. And as a 49ers fan, I've had a lot of opportunities to watch great linebackers like Patrick Wilson, Navarro Bowman, and I don't know if he's going to be like them, but I like undersized guys. Chris Borland did a great job, and Roquan is bigger. I think that he could play just as well, and I'm excited about that, but I still got to watch some Tremaine Edmunds. I haven't seen any film yet.
Well, there just happened to be a video of him on Vach Lombardi's YouTube channel. Thanks for calling in, bringing the flames, Adam Hall.
Yep, no problem. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You guys have a great night.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Man, oh man. You see why I just can't let Adam Hall go first? you see, I gotta set Adam Hall up, man. I gotta line him up. Somebody asked me what I was eating. I'm eating animal crackers that I stole from the day job, and I'm sipping this Blue Moon right here. So, all right. Let's see what we got. Vosh, did you see Bucky Brooks' draft? Nope. Okay, we got Nick Gashler. Dan, hang tight. Let me get to let me see this number. I don't even know this number. 442, who this?
Hey man, it's from Mexico.
Hey, that's why that number look funny. What's happening, Mexico? Mi hermano, what you got for the show, bro?
I got a question about Connor Williams.
Connor Williams, okay, what's up?
Well, he got hurt almost all the season, and I watched a couple of games, and he whooped West Virginia, but I know what to think of this season. I'm almost evaluating him from 2016 only.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, man, if you watch film on Connor Williams from 2016, he looks like a top 5 pick. You watch film in 2017, he looks opposite. He had a bad first game against Maryland. He got hurt and he came back and he looked a little better towards the end of the season. So what you're asking yourself is, which Connor Williams am I getting? I have faith that when Connor Williams gets healthy, he's going to be 2016 Connor Williams, and that's a hell of a football player. And you know, the rate that he's going right now, he's probably going to be the back end of the first round, maybe early end of the second somewhere. So I think whoever gets him is going to be a steal. You know what I mean? Thanks for calling, Mexico. You are a platinum caller now. You call back, you're going to the top of the list. We got a super chat from Evan Thompson. He said Roquan is the next Deion Jones, which isn't bad. I think Deion Jones plays a little more nasty than Roquan. Roquan is a little more football aware than Deion Jones. That's just me. You can take that for what it is, all right? With that being said, it says Vash Lombardi is low-key racist. Nah, I'm just brushing up on my Spanish. Sports Fan Entertainment, Dan. What's up, Dan?
How's it going, man?
Doski Woski, what you got for the show, brother?
I wanted to talk a little bit more about Josh Allen and just generally talk quarterbacks.
Okay, go ahead and hit us with it. But the only quarterback we talking about today is either Josh Allen and or Baker Mayfield. Okay?
I do have a set of statistics, and it's like a really quick statistic, but I can give you for all of the Big Five quarterbacks, so I'm just going to –
Cool, go ahead.
Is it okay if I just say those?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So if you adjust and normalize to, like, make – all the drop percentages of all of the teams that the quarterbacks played on equivalent to the national average, then the completion percentages look like this. Baker Mayfield, 73%, Josh Rosen, 68%, Lamar Jackson, 65%, Sam Darnold, 64%, and Josh Allen is still at 58%. So even the fact that his team had an 11% drop rate, and all of you Josh Allen apologists saying, oh, his team let him down. Well, if you normalize the drops, he's not even at 59%, much less 60. Mm. And obviously the Baker Mayfield thing is incredible, but, you know, Big 12. So, yeah, and also point off of the last guy who was talking about the interception ratios. Nobody except for Mayfield has a 3-to-1 ratio, but granted that a lot of Rosen and Jackson's interceptions came off of drops that just fell right into the defender's laps. If you adjust for that, they do also have the 3-to-1 ratio that is sought after. So there's some interesting statistics just for, you know, adjusting for the fact that a lot of these players have horrific teams around them. But yeah, just Josh Allen is horrible. And was I not saying last week on your show that Josh Allen is terrible? And then all these idiots came on and were like, "Oh no, he's quarterback one," or "Oh, he's better than Lamar Jackson." He said, "No." I was telling you.
Lamar Jackson's pretty bad, man. I just wanted to do my research for myself. Did you want to hang around, Dan, or what you want to do today? I got
wait, hold up. You saying did you just say Lamar Jackson's pretty bad? Did you mean to say Josh Allen, or did you mean to say Lamar Jackson?
What'd I say?
You said
You
Lamar
said
Jackson's
Jackson
pretty
was
bad.
Oh, day job. My bad. I was actually reading comments. Josh Allen is pretty bad. I just wanted
Okay,
to,
I'm really glad that was what you meant to say because I was about to be heartbroken here.
you wasn't about to do nothing on my channel. I'm playing. Yeah. My bad. Day job, bro. Josh Allen is really bad. I just wanted to confirm on film before I fully said that. Like I was saying, I got a couple more callers. Did you want to hang around or did you want to? What you want to do?
A, can I hang around? And B, can I say one more thing?
Go ahead. Say one more thing.
Did you see that video of Mayfield followed by Allen throwing to the net?
I was just talking about that. Allen threw the ball over the net, over the whole situation. Look, they was like Baker, throw the ball in the hole number 1, and Baker threw the ball in the hole number 1. Josh threw the 3, and Josh threw that bitch to the water.
Oh God!
Josh threw the ball.
Had me dead.
Josh threw the ball to the D-line coach, man. Hey man, if y'all have that video, tag me to it on Twitter so I can retweet it so everybody can see what I'm talking about. I saw it and I cried.
Hold up, I think I got you.
Thank you, man. Tag me on the Twitter machine so I can retweet it. Let me bring in the next call. Nick Martin, what up, bro?
Hey, what's up, Botch? I haven't talked with you in a while.
Yeah, Doski Woski, my man. What you got for the show?
I just kind of wanted to touch on like some of the Senior Bowl topics, but also you mentioned the 2 NC State guys.
Gangstas.
That whole team was really talented. They really could have competed for a national title, but they underperformed. Mm-hmm. And those 2 defensive tackles, B.J. Hill and Justin Jones, they got the fucking ass whooped at Senior Bowl practices.
Sure did.
I enjoyed watching them, and I gotta study them more extensively. But I got fired up after watching that. Same with watching Alex Kappa and Isaiah Wynn, but I know that wasn't on the subject.
And it was just strange because they weren't highlighted at all. Like they were just whooping the people, and then they'll go talk about Marcus Davenport, who just got whooped. I don't get it,
dude. He was. Oh man, that's what's disappointing. I like the guy. He seems like a really cool dude, but he's raw. He got too much hype. He almost got like.
See, look at this.
I almost want to say he had like the Josh Allen like hype effect.
Look at this though.
On the defensive side.
Look at this. Kevin Watts in the chat box just said, "Who are the best edges in the Senior Bowl besides Marcus Davenport?" He ain't even one of the best edges in the Senior Bowl. You know what I mean? Like the kid from Virginia, the kid from Rutgers, Oscar from Oklahoma, Shaquem Griffin. All those guys are winning more consistently, and I haven't seen Marcus Davenport win yet.
Yeah, I only saw him win a few times in the team scrimmages, and he was like going up against Nokum, who looked undraftable at points. And you mentioned there were other edge rushers that looked better, guys like Garrett Dooley from Wisconsin, who I didn't really expect. Mm-hmm. And to touch on Josh Allen, I feel like everybody missed out on Mahomes, and they're just trying to make up for lost time. Mm. That's how I feel at this point. He was quarterback 1 last year. He had all that potential. NFL teams are jealous of the Chiefs situation. And now they want to mimic it with a quarterback with a strong arm. Except this dude ain't a gangsta like Patrick Mahomes.
He's not a gangsta like Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, he's just not. He doesn't have it. He doesn't anticipate at a high level, and that annoyed me with his film because I was like, why? Yeah. Why are you not getting better? Why are you making the same mistakes? That frustrated me with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield is a gangster. He's got the intangible leader. Like I would run through, maybe not literally, but I'd run through a wall for that man. The way he tries to fire up, a team.
And you're a Broncos guy, right?
I'm not a Broncos guy. I'm a Steelers guy.
Steelers. Right. Same thing. Same thing.
I mean, same thing.
Yeah.
I would honestly, I looked at Baker for a long time, and I was just like, you know what? There's no way. at one point he was being projected in the 20s, and I'm like, yeah, that's not happening anymore.
True. I understand.
So arm strength concerns, yeah, nope.
Appreciate you, Nick Martin. Thanks for calling in, man. You know you're a legend around these parts, and you can always call in whenever you want. Let's see.
Can I throw something in real quick about the Browns?
What up, Doc?
So, yeah, obviously you've heard all these rumors about them looking at Josh Allen at the #1 pick.
Yes, sir.
So, Deshaun Kaiser, he probably had a little bit less potential than Josh Allen, but he also is probably more polished, and he did more against better competition. And so, if you can't make that work, what in the hell makes you think that with the same coaches, you're going to make a worse prospect work?
And you know that's kind of sort of what I was saying about Marcus Davenport, how he kept getting whooped by that TCU kid that's probably going to get drafted in the 5th round. Like, like what you want us to do here, man?
Potential's great, but if you don't have the coaching to make it work, then it's not worth drafting.
Amen.
And here's the thing.
What's up? Go
Can
ahead.
I add in something about Davenport real quick? Yeah, so think about this. I think we mentioned this on another stream, Botch. He's playing Rice. He's playing Rice in North Texas. Are those schools that produce very high-level talents? No. So why should we believe that he will be a high-level talent against high-level competition? I think this just proves that point right here, that if he's losing all these games or all these battles against higher-level competition that he's been facing, that was my biggest concern about this. This is where it really matters in high-level or in competition level. These North Texas and Rice tackles aren't getting drafted. These North Texas and Rice tackles aren't even going to the NFL. They don't have plans to go to the NFL. Rice dudes are going and getting a degree or wherever they're going to get a degree at and work in the science lab. I don't even know what North Texas does, but Marcus Davenport whoops those guys because they're not because he's not as good as a program as, let's say, TCU is. That TCU offensive tackle is probably 10 times better than those guys, which just disproves Marcus Davenport's whole strength and raw power thing. He does have raw power, but I don't think he has the polish to make it in the NFL.
He has a tool belt, but he needs to put it all together. Jalen, the Colts fan, what's good, bro? What you got for the show?
Hey, I know we're talking about the Senior Bowl and all, but am I allowed to talk about Josh Rosen if we're on the QB debate?
Not really. I mean, I'll give you 30 seconds of Rosen if you can somehow tie it into Josh Allen.
I'm not gonna rip Josh Allen like that. Everybody's overreacting a little bit. Like, he's raw as a player, and he's got all this bad stuff about him. But I mean, a team should take a chance and draft him and hope they can coach him up.
Number 2?
But I'm not saying now. When I say this, I don't mean he should be a top 5 pick.
Okay, cool.
But I'm saying somebody should draft him somewhere and try and work with him. I mean, he does have the full tool belt. But
he should 100% get drafted because he's talented enough. The problem is he's getting projected number 2. That's the issue here.
Or number 1.
Or number 1. That's the issue here.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, Baker's a top 5 projection too.
Baker a gangster though.
Yeah, he can actually do shit right now.
Well, you better slow down with that one.
Baker Mayfield.
I'd slow down on Baker.
Baker Mayfield.
Hey, you know what?
You're not gonna badmouth Baker like that.
Baker Mayfield. Have you guys ever noticed at the start of almost every game for him? Like, it's really he gets off the shaky starts almost every game. It seems like his accuracy starts off bad, but eventually in the game it gets better. But
I like that.
Baker.
Eventually is the key word there.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, do you want every game for your quarterback to start off
That's
fucking
fair.
it up? I mean,
That's fair.
I'd rather him be good at the end than be good at the beginning like Blake Bortles.
I'd rather have Rosen. He's a stud at everything. Hey, y'all, I had a full body orgasm today watching him run a play out.
Oh God!
Oh dear God!
I had
Why?
a full body,
Why?
full
Why?
body orgasm. This dude Rosen.
No.
Then he kept talking. Then he kept talking like he didn't just say full body orgasm.
his ball placement is. Whew, yeah, but I want to talk about that Marcus Davenport situation.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he was getting whooped at the Senior Bowl. That was kind of crazy. But he does look like he has the tools, though. I just wish he was a better hand fighter. But if we talking like that, man, and he whooped on lower competition, hey, I was looking at it because the Colts blog, we love to talk about Bradley Chubb because they love sucking him off for some reason. But Chubb is good, but he whoops up on a bunch of plumbers too. Like the ACC ain't just this conference with good left tackles. I think somebody posted it in the Stampede Blue. It's like he played 1 3-star this year, and then Mike McGlinchey in the rain, and he didn't do much.
I will say,
Mitch Hyde and got whooped.
I will say, I think people like Bradley Chubb a little more than I do. Not saying Bradley Chubb is bad, but I don't see him being a number 3 or number 4 guy.
Fight.
But one thing I do see from Bradley Chubb is I see evidence that if he were to play higher competition, he knows how to hang with them. And I guess I can explain this better by saying, when you see Marcus Davenport, right, he comes off the ball high, not the best ball get off, and his chest is wide open, but he still whoops people. He still whoops people because he's stronger than them. Bradley Chubb actually has ball get off, strong hands, and bend. And he's actually great at reading plays. It's just he's also playing against scrubs too. It's just we see it. We see both guys beating up on smaller competition. It's just that if you translate how they did it, Marcus Davenport is going to have more problems because he's standing up and his chest is wide open and he's not being explosive. He doesn't have short area quickness. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but. And then the other guy I want to talk about, Alex Kappa, man, he was whooping some ass in the Pro Bowl, in the Senior Bowl, whatever. That dude can play, and I take a. I don't know if does he get to the second round, a third round. I take a third round flyer on him.
Alex Kappa might be a 4th round guy.
Well, hey, he looks like a player though. The dude was absolutely he was kicking some ass.
He can play. He can play, and I know you like him.
And he wasn't just being like a finesse tackle either. It was nice to see him. He wanted to get physical.
Yeah. It's just that everybody can't be a 1st-round guy. Jalen, my man, thanks for calling in. You know you're platinum. You can call in whenever you want to and go to the front of the line, all right? But I got to move on.
Alex Kappa gets a haircut, he can be in my top 5 tackle rankings.
We are not going to sit up here. We're not going to sit up here and just – we're not going to do that. Let's see. See what we talking about here. The number is 515. I started to remember it, but I can't remember because I thought I was going to remember. Let me pull it up. Don't tell me. 515-739-1285. Access code 309104. We talking about the draft Illuminati. We talking about them gangsters in the red helmets, and we talking about Tremaine Edmunds versus Roquan Smith. All right. We got Ronald Hyatt. What up, Ron?
Yeah, Rich.
Oh, shit. Let me cut you down a little bit. What's good, my man?
Doing good. I want to talk about the Red Helmet Gangsters, dude.
Let's talk about the Red Helmet Gangsters, fam. Let's do it.
Did you see day 1 when they had 3 red helmets out there, not just 2?
Okay.
Number 27 was Nathan Jesse from Fort Hays State.
Okay.
Man, dude, on day 1, him and those 2 NC State cats, dude, they couldn't be blocked. Mm-hmm. Just whooping up on everybody.
I agree. And nobody wants to talk about them because they so busy talking about Marcus Davenport. I agree.
I couldn't believe how explosive they were, especially the Fort Hays kid.
Mm-hmm.
He came out of nowhere of this small school, and he's lining up against these dudes like Quesenberry from UCLA.
Yeah. Whooping the hell out of people.
Wasn't even out of his damn 3-point stance, and that dude was already past him.
Thing about the North Carolina State kids, what I really liked about them is that they're big guys. They were great with their hands. They're really powerful. But at times, we saw them do finesse moves like the step inside, spin outside, you know? Like we saw the dip and rip moves, you know what I mean? Like, spoiler alert, I'm about to drop day 3 Senior Bowl O-line versus D-line pass rush drills is uploading right now, and 27 hit one dude in the chest, and it looked like he fast forward through time, fam. Like he hit the dude in the chest so hard, man. But go ahead, I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
I don't know if he was in day 2 or day 3 because I think the kid I'm talking about got hurt. But on day one, man, dude, he was so, like you always talk about in your videos when you're talking about edge guys or defensive guys especially, the first thing you're looking for is the ball get off.
Yeah.
Then the second, you're seeing if they punch inside or outside or if they even extend at all.
Right.
And then what they do after they punch. Man, this kid was so quick off the ball, I blinked and he was already spin rushed, ripped up underneath. He's just a short, squat, stocky guy, but so fast, he was, like, gone. And then those NC State guys, I'm like, wait a minute, dude, I pressed record on my TiVo box, and I rewinded it, I was like, I got to see that one more time.
You still got TiVo.
Then I was thinking to myself, where the hell's Voch's video? So, because he always rewinds it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times when he sees something good.
Yeah, that's me, man. That's me. If you go look at the video, I dropped the video on it. Those North Carolina State kids were just whooping everybody, man. They may have the best D line in the well, they had it. They had the best D line in the nation. Had to be the way those guys were playing. You put Bradley Chubb at the end. Even the other defensive end played pretty well. Ron, I gotta let you go, man. We running out of show. We got a couple more people, a couple more other things to touch on. But thanks for calling, man. You know you a legend out here. We got 2 new callers. Let's see what's going on with this guy. 562. What up?
What's good, Vibes?
What's good? Who this? I know
Jay from Long Beach.
Jay from Long Beach. I know Jay from Long Beach. What's up, man?
What's good with you?
What you got for the show?
I just want to call in, talk about the big bodies. You know what I mean? I want to talk about Will Hernandez and Isaiah Wing.
Let's do it.
So, I got a little theory going on. So, I was watching I'm pretty sure what you about to upload. I saw Will Hernandez.
Right.
I saw him, technique-wise, he was getting, like, kind of, like, off balance and stuff like that this practice a little bit more. I saw technique, and that's what actually drew my attention to Win a little bit more, because I saw that he had the technique. And I was wondering if you thought it was more so, like, him coming from a small school, or, he could get that teaching, or you just think that, like, technique-wise, Win is just that much better than him.
Jay from Long Beach, your analysis is immaculate, sir. I know exactly what you talking about. There were a handful of plays where Will Hernandez he started off kind of strong, kind of sort of, but okay, there were 2 plays in particular. I'm gonna show y'all this on this video that I'm gonna drop after this live stream or whatever. The first play, Will just didn't even step. So when you don't step, you had to catch the guy, right? And we take these kick slides, we take these steps so we can give ourselves room to read and react to be able to deal with the guy in front of us. If we don't take a step, we're basically catching people. And if we're catching people, we're standing up, we're not moving our feet, our hands aren't in the right place, our helmet is high, so we're not strong. And Will Hernandez got beat that time. The second time Will showed bad technique. He actually whooped the dude for the first 2 seconds of the rush, but his feet got narrow and he lost balance and his hand went down and his head went up. So what I'm thinking is when Will Hernandez goes against faster guys, sometimes he misses with his hands. He's a little inconsistent with his feet. Now, we all know that if he gets hands on you, you're dead as fried chicken. Nothing else you can do about that. But if you can beat him with speed in that B gap, or cross and face, anything like that, making him use his feet, making him be precise with his hands, you can take advantage of Will Hernandez, where I think that's where Quentin Nelson has the advantage. Because if you cross his face and try to trip him up, he's just going to punch you with his inside hand and you're going to stop moving. You know what I mean? So your research is immaculate, Jay from Long Beach. I totally agree.
Nah, last thing, and did you see Will get out in space and make that block?
I saw him. I sure did. That's not going to be in the video, but we have no question about Will Hernandez being able to move in space. One more thing, Jay from Long Beach. Have you seen Tremaine Edmunds and Roquan Smith?
Oh, yeah.
Who's better?
Tremaine is the true LB1.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
You got, he 250, 6'5", move around just as fast, sideline to sideline.
Yes, sir.
Give me that dude all day long.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We got another call, and we're going to wrap this thing up. Dan, Gas, y'all got something?
Nope.
Not
right now.
Okay, y'all just hanging on for dear life.
Did you see what Deshaun Hamilton was doing to some cornerbacks out there?
I didn't see what Deshaun Hamilton was doing. I'm not really a fan of wide receiver DB one-on-one drills. I'm more so like the 7-on-7 joints, but what'd he do? He was just absolutely shredding and humiliating them. It was hilarious. Crazy quickness. I'll watch. I'll be watching the entire Senior Bowl tomorrow. I'm actually going to record it on my laptop so I can be able to use it in, future videos and all that. I got the day off tomorrow, and I'm going to definitely get some sleep because I'm tired as hell of the day job, getting that overtime, trying to buy that new AR-15 and my new AK-47, but whatever. We got a new caller. Never called in before. 615, who this?
How you doing, man? It's Jalen, known Titans fan around here in Tennessee.
Jalen, the Titans fan. What's up, bro? What you got for the show?
I had a few words to say about Josh Allen, man. First off, I don't believe in the man.
All right.
I feel like I pray that he doesn't go in the top 10 because they love his intangibles and
good luck.
Or whatever intangibles they think he has. Mel Kiper, the quote unquote draft expert.
Mm-hmm.
They just like how big he is and his size. And I mean, you watch the highlight films. Yeah, he has some highlights, but the lows, I just don't like what I see from him. And I'm gonna get off on that because I don't want to spend too much time on him. I don't really like him as a QB prospect. I mean, I think he'll be okay, but I just don't think he's what he's hyped up to be.
Damn.
Marcus Davenport, on the other hand, what I saw in the Senior Bowl, I basically saw everything that I expected from him. I mean, him playing low competition or smaller competition from other schools like Deuce at Rice, North Texas, and stuff. Damn. I felt like he has the raw potential to be something in the NFL, but he's going to land in the right situation for them to work with him on all the mechanics and stuff because he has the strength to bull rush people, but you get into the elite level, man, everybody's strong, everybody's big, so you can't get away with just that alone. I could be wrong. I could be lying and totally making this up, but I think after somebody beat Marcus Davenport on one rep, he was like, "Hey, this ain't North Texas, punk." I think I heard somebody say that, so I could be wrong. I could be lying about that, but I think I heard somebody say that after they beat him. But go ahead. And I believe it because I feel like if he lands to the right, like I could see like I don't know if he went to a team like the Patriots. I could see them really molding him in like a year or two, and he actually could be disruptive in the league. But I just don't feel like that'll be the situation for him. And because he doesn't use his hands well. Like honestly, I just feel like he got so used to the competition he was playing around, and he felt that he had a lot of success with what he was doing. But I don't know if the coaches down at UTSA were like trying to really let him grow and push him further than he should have been. But on tape, he looked strong against them kids, but I forgot what they faced a bigger school. I can't remember who they played. I want to say it was like Baylor or something.
Yeah, he got whooped by Baylor.
Yeah, he disappeared on tape. He didn't know where the hell he was, and I was like, there you go. That right there is like the prime example of what I expected from him because I think he does have the strength to be an edge rusher in the NFL. He's just he got a lot of work to do. He's gonna be a big project, and the fact that I saw some mocks having him in the first round, it made me laugh because I'm like, damn, I don't see. Like he's got potential and he's got the raw ability, but I just don't see. He's way too big of a project for me to fall in love with him. And being a Titans fans, we've had a lot of draft picks that were projects that didn't pan out, and I'm just feeling like he could be a diamond in the rough. But it's a stretch for me. I really can't agree. And seeing him go in the first round, I wanted to know like where would you actually grade him as like what day do you think he would actually get drafted? We got a long time before I'm able to figure that out. I could possibly find 32 people that I like more than him. I possibly could not. I'll let you know in April. Is this your first time calling the show, Jalen, the Titans fan? Yes, sir.
You are now a platinum call. I'm about to put you into the list, and you're going to go up to the top of the list with the other platinum calls when you call in. This was a great call, bro, but I got to let you go. That. Yes, sir. Salute. Man, we just getting better day by day, man. We just getting better day. Now, Mexico called in already, but we're going to let them get about 30 seconds. Mexico, you got 30 seconds. What's up, bro?
Hey, man, I actually watched Rockwell, and I like him better, but because I'm a Bengals fan. Rockham isn't he's never gonna take on a blocker or a fullback. That's Bonte's job. But he's a will. He's gonna chase down the wide receivers, the speedy Dayan Larry, the use light. And if you need a will, he's there. If you not, you need Tremaine Edmunds. And I think Rosen actually has very and when they do the read option, especially in the Clemson game, he lost sight of the ball sometimes.
All right, thanks for calling back, Mexico. Hey man, this is what I'm laughing at. Early in the comment box, somebody called me racist, right? Tell me why I was listening to Mexico, and halfway through I thought he started talking Spanish. I thought he started speaking Spanish. I said, what the hell Mexico say? Oh man, it's getting late. We got 57 minutes on the show. We're gonna take one more call, then we're gonna wrap this thing up, get some plugs in. Let me rub my hands together like Birdman for this one. Carolina Pimp, what's good, bro?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, shit, I muted him. I muted him. There you go. All right, okay, now you're on the phone. Carolina Pimp, what's good, man?
Baby, what it is?
Shit, Doski, Woski, Peasky, Weeski trying to hold it down, brother. What's good, man?
Shit, just chilling, sipping on a Red's Wild Cherry because I ain't got shit else to drink, but it's all right because it tastes like soda. Man, let me tell you.
Turn your laptop down.
Listening to y'all shit on Josh Allen, listen, I don't give a damn if you wiped Wyoming off the map. I don't give a shit about Allen or that football team. But y'all got me pulling for this dude, man. Y'all acting like y'all looked into a crystal ball and determined that man ain't gonna be shit. God damn, man. Listen, I'm pulling for the dude now.
Didn't we all say that he had potential?
He 100% has potential, but he throws the football over the net in the accuracy drill, Carolina Pimp.
Hey, man, look, I feel you. He may bust. You the expert. He may be the biggest bust of all time. I'm just saying salute to him. I'm hoping he's the shit. That's all I have to say. But the last thing I got for the show is a question for you.
What's up, bro?
What would you say was a bigger disaster to happen to the city of New Orleans? Hurricane Katrina or Stephon Diggs?
Oh, no.
Because you know what, baby? I don't know which one was worse. I might have to say that Stephon Diggs. Peace and love, baby Carolina Pimps out there.
Take it easy, man.
That's great.
Hey, man, a lot of y'all hate Carolina Pimp, but you can't hate that, man. You can't hate that, man. That's Stephon Diggs play. Hey, man, the worst part about it, dog, is they got this thing on the Twitter machine where they put the Diggs catch to the Celine Dion Titanic music. And you know Titanic when he put his arms like I'm the king of the world. You know my man Stephon in the end zone put his arms out like he the king. I get chills every time. We had a call from 507, but he just left. So anyway, Nick Gashler, get your plugs in before I wrap this thing up.
Website gdofficial.com. We're going to be posting scouting reports next week. Every day, tune in for a new scouting report. We're going to be doing Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold, and we'll go from there. YouTube channel. I'm kind of debating whether I'm keeping that up, but it's still an ongoing discussion. So if y'all want to write a comment, feel free to on my YouTube channel. It's the Marcus Davenport Film Sessions, my most recent one. We got stuff lined up for Baker. We've got stuff lined up for Sam and Josh and all that. We'll be doing QB week probably soon. And then also, if y'all want to hit me up on my Instagram, it's ngashler16. Feel free to DM me. I got the time to answer y'all, so please feel free.
It's easy to get views off Marcus Davenport and Will Hernandez. I'm about to let you go, Nick. Thanks for calling, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. And we got Sports Fan Entertainment Daniel. Go ahead and get your plugs, man.
Yep, Sports Fan Entertainment on YouTube, sportsfanentertainment.com. I wrote an article on breaking down why Mel Kiper's mock draft is not only stupid, but epitomizes the stupidity of the big media draft community. And I also wrote an article on why Lamar Jackson is QB1.
I like that. Hey, man, thanks for being here with me, bro. Salute.
Thanks for having me, as always.
All right. And of course, I'm Vash Lombardi, man. I hope y'all all put likes on this video, man, because that helps me greatly and it don't cost you a dime. But if you happen to have a couple dimes, you can hit the Patreon, Vash Lombardi, VOCHLOMBARDI. That's patreon.com/Vash Lombardi if you want to drop a donation to help keep the movement moving. I would be eternally grateful, and it'll be much appreciated. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. And I just dropped the video. If you are a part of the notification game, I know all of y'all are part of Stream Gang, but if you're part of the notification gang, you probably just got the beep that I just dropped the day 3 O-line versus D-line analysis video or whatever. You know what I mean? So y'all like this video, click off and go watch the day 3 O-line versus D-line pass rush. I got the North and the South team up there, right? So with that being said, let me quit holding y'all. Go watch that video. Enjoy yourselves. I'll be in the chat box parlaying with y'all. If y'all still want to watch that video and chill in the chat box with me, I'll be here. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peaski Whiskey. Thank y'all so much, man. Salute.